And welcome to Houston, Texas, as the Orlando Magic come to take on the Houston Rockets in a opening game of the NBA season. This is year 2 of the Houston Rockets franchise, and I'm so excited to finally get the season underway after so much off-season. Starting fives read Jalen Suggs and Colin Sexton lead the new-look backcourt for the Magic, with Franz Wagner and Jonathan Isaac, with Victor Wembanyama at the center, the #1 overall pick, with Cole Anthony on the bench. Leading for the Rockets, we have Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green. New-look front court with Kevin Martin Jr., but Nathan Macio getting the start at the small forward spot as the Magic win the tip. This is a chance to see the #1 overall pick in action, along with the newly signed Colin Sexton to Orlando. They got quite a nice young core going. As for the Rockets, this is their chance to see Nathan Macio and show some stuff, as well as see Jalen Green take a leap, along with Kevin Porter Jr., Christian Wood, and KJ Martin, rocking hopefully continuations, as Victor Wembanyama blocks Christian Wood, but Wood manages to get it back and put it up and in. Big thing though will be the bench unit for the Houston Rockets. This is our first chance to get to see Anthony Simons and Nasir Little, who are 2 free agent picks, along with Keyonte George, the 5th overall pick, as Jalen Suggs knocks down his first shot of the night. Magic with an early 6-2 lead, but Wagner gets the board, and Victor Wembanyama gets the bucket. There's got to be an easier way to pronounce his name. Maybe we'll just call him Victor W. Maybe we'll just call him Vic. Who knows? But the #1 overall pick gets the bucket after the offensive board. In is Keyonte George is in after 2 quick fouls from Rocket star Jalen Green, as Keyonte George was pick #5. He's getting a bench roll to start the season off, as his first shot attempt of his career is off, but Wood with the board and slams it home with 2 hands for safety. Christian Wood with a nice bucket. Sengun is in, along with Usman Garuba, getting his shot at the rotation this season, with Anthony Simons and Nasir Little in, along with Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, Bobby Portis, and I believe Ignas, whatever his last name is. I will get to pronouncing it later. Simons, though, with the screen from Garuba, wants to look inside. Can't find anything, finds it off to Garuba, who finds Nasir Little. Little gets the screen, pulls up for the 3 off the switch, and Nasir Little, with his first triple of the night, brings the Rockets to within 1 here in Houston, Texas. Take a look at the Magic. They got themselves quite a nice young core with Markelle Fultz, as good block there by Usman Garuba. Markelle Fultz, Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, and Colin Sexton, as Nasir Little knocks down another corner 3. He's 2 for 2 to start the game in his Rocket debut. Former Trail Blazer, picked in the draft by the Trail Blazers, as Jalen Green with a nice bounce pass finds Garuba inside. This is a very, very young Rockets team. The oldest player on the team is Isaiah Thomas at 33. The oldest player in the rotation is Christian Wood at 27. As Cole Anthony works his way inside. Nice Euro there from Cole. Here comes Kevin Porter Jr. now. Finds it off to Jalen Green. Green doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul. Gets inside on Colin Sexton. Has the mismatch. Can't finish inside. And Jalen Suggs. His shot's no good. But Victor slams it home. Number 32. Taking a look at Victor Wembanyama and Jonathan Isaac, that is quite the defensive, rim-protecting front court, as off the offensive board, Sexton sizes up Nathan Macio and knocks down the triple. We also see the Magic are in the post-Steve Clifford era, as they fired Clifford midway through last season. As we see George wanted to lob it down low to KJ, but couldn't get the pass inside. Here comes Suggs, penetrates inside and posterizes Kevin Porter Jr. Sexton now penetrating inside, has a nice 5-point lead for his Magic. Fultz looking to find something, gets the screen, leaves Sexton wide open on the switch, and Sexton has made the Rockets pay all throughout tonight. Here comes Kevin Porter Jr. now. 9 seconds on the clock. Sizing up Markelle Fultz. Wants the screen from KJ Martin. Gets the screen, penetrates inside, throws it down, but it's denied by Jonathan Isaac. And that will take us to our halftime show, as that's what Jonathan Isaac does. And taking a look here early in the first half, Houston has not played well. They've shot 29% from the field, but the Orlando Magic are ruling the turnover battle 9-3. They're getting way more assists, and they're shooting the ball almost 11% better. The Rockets are just staying in it via their rebounding battle. Before we go on here, I do want to say I apologize for how short this game is. Unfortunately, while I was recording this, the footage got a little messed up near the end of the game. As you'll probably see, some of the last clips be a little bit choppy. So I do apologize for that. The game's already decided by the time the gameplay becomes choppy, so that's why the game is so short. I didn't want to re-record it either, so I will say that the next game will be longer. So I apologize for this game being only 10 minutes long, but hopefully it is brief and not boring, because I know you guys wouldn't want to see choppy footage. As a good penetration there from KJ Martin. Good feed there from Jalen Green. Big point of emphasis for Jalen Green this season is can he keep being our primary defender while stepping up his scoring to at least 20 points per game. As Green gets absolutely flattened by a Jonathan Isaac screen, and Sexton once again makes the Rockets pay. But Jalen Green also passed the ball at a high level, and we'll see if he can do that so far this season. Good pass there though on that last play. But here we go, Nathan Macio-Dio penetrates inside. And what a good bucket there from Nathan, who's mainly in the game for his defensive play, but shows off the skills he has at the rim there. As we see Brazasneaks, whatever his name is, gets it inside to Suggs, who beat KPJ inside. And he scores. As Brazasneaks gives it off to RJ Hampton for 3. That's no good. And Alperen Sengun gets the rebound. You can also see that Sengun's model's been updated as well, as Keyonte George penetrates to the rack. Gets his first NBA bucket in the third quarter. As a big role here, big talk was Keyonte George, despite being the number 5 pick. That's a good floater there from Markelle Fultz. Keyonte George's main role is going to pretty much be to fill the void of Eric Gordon and be that 6th man who can score off the bench. So not starting in his initial debut, as we see Keyonte George wide open. That's what he does. Knocking down threes. Keyonte George off to a good start in his NBA career. Unfortunately, he plays the same position as our star, Jalen Green, and until Jalen can prove he can play the 1, or Keyonte can prove he can play the 3, that's good turnaround there from Wagner. Keyonte George will continue to fill that 6th man role. As Isaac gets inside and a nice lob there. This is the point of the game, and you can probably tell the gameplay is a bit choppy, but as you can, unfortunately, it's just how it had to be. As Isaac penetrates inside, this is the choppiest it's going to be, thankfully. The sound, just everything went poor there. As Nathan gets inside, doesn't like what he sees. He gets it back to the point guard, KPJ, who penetrates inside, finds Christian Wood, who fakes, gets it blocked by Victor. Wood gets the ball back and slams it home down low. And with that, that will be the end of the game. My apologies for the fourth quarter being so brief, but that's just how it has to be. In the end, the Magic actually pull away and blow us out by 17. Really wasn't a good game there at the end. But take a look here. Jalen Suggs, Colin Sexton, Victor played very, very well. For us, really, Simons had a tough start. So did Kevin Porter Jr. at 1 for 10. Nathan and Garuba played well. Keontae George played okay. Nasir Little played solidly. Christian Wood struggled with fouls. Jalen Green struggled with fouls. And Christian Wood just could not score on Victor. Here are the team stats for the game. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you in the next game, which will be against the Los Angeles Lakers. And it will not be as brief as this one. Trust me.